How are you doing? Yeah, so if I had to invest today, I only have $100,000 or I have $10,000. Would I put it on ETF or real estate? Or I'll leave it in a savings account because one is going to build the wealth, the other is not going to. So welcome in everyone. Tap out the live, get the class started. How are you doing today? We're going to be talking about ETF. We're talking about real estate. Vetus, welcome in. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you all. We're talking about stop saving. What should you do? ETF, real estate. Isaac, how are you, Queen D? So good to have you. Exclusive one. Welcome in. And we're going to, yesterday we talked about the four account system. We'll start from there today. And we'll talk about ETF. We'll talk about Rule of 72. If we have time, we'll talk about real estate. So welcome in, everyone. And we know the drill. Tap out the live. Once we get to 5,000 taps and 50 shares, we get the class started. Get your pen and paper ready. If you're just meeting me for the first time, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. If your goal, maybe you've been trying to invest, you don't know how to go about it, or your goal is financial freedom, you're living paycheck to paycheck, and you want to, hey, how are you? Yes, Dr. Lina, not Lily. Lina, Lina, that's great. But you just gave me another name. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. So good to have you. Happy Sunday. Pike 212, welcome in. Zara, welcome in. Roya kind of welcome. Roya Azan, welcome in. Larry, welcome in. Yeah, we're talking about stop saving. What should you do to invest? Because if you save your money, you're not going to build wealth. And this month, I am doing. You probably will see me more often this month than other months because this is almost like a financial literacy and sensitization month. So take the opportunity right now. Tap out the live. We'll start the class as soon as we get to 5,000 taps. And we get to 50 shares. So the quicker we get tapping, the earlier we get started. Get your pen and paper ready. This is not your regular life. This is a class, and if you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. I'm not a doctor of medicine, so I have my bachelor's in economics. So I'm an economist, a chartered accountant, and at the same time, I'm also I have my master's and my doctorate in strategic business and information management system. I'm a vice president of technology, and also a professor teaching AI cybersecurity and deep learning. Hey, Grape, how are you doing? Make sure you click on that subscribe button. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. If you're new here, put one in the comment and let me know where you're connecting from. I am in Texas, in the United States, and yesterday we celebrate 250 years of independence of July 4th, yesterday here in the United States. And happy July 4th. We're in the 5th today. Happy July 4th to my fellow Americans. And welcome in everyone. If you're new here, right? If you're new here, this is the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires. If your goal is to become a millionaire or your goal is to end the paycheck to paycheck cycle, get financially free, become work optional. Make sure you click on that follow button. We get the class started as soon as we get to 5,000 taps on the TikTok side, on the YouTube side. Yeah, make sure you click on the subscribe button, invite your friends over. World Bino, just click on that follow button, joining the $1 Million League. Welcome in, welcome in. And for everyone that is new here, if you're new here, 2 minutes is enough for you to know. What does it mean to stop saving? You want to learn about ETF or you don't know what ETF is? Real estate is another one. Businesses. That is how you build wealth. That is the thrill. The first three, if you want to, you can go on Google and check. What is the multimillionaires? Where do the multimillionaires put their money? That is the blueprint that we use. We use the multimillionaires wealth blueprint. We are not high risk investors. We don't do hypes. This is not get rich quick scheme. This is about compound interest. This is about generational wealth. This is about building something that is for you and beyond you. Money is just a tool. Financial freedom is the goal. So if your goal is to become work optional, and whenever we say financially free, financial freedom, it's the ability to live life at your own terms, control your own terms. Because even if you make 100,000 or you make 500,000 as a medical doctor, but you are on call, you are on a shift, you are on all of those things. Guess what? You don't have control over that. And ask me, how do I know? I'm a vice president of technology. I've been in corporate America for close to 2 decades. So I can tell you, even with a vice president income and with a professor, because I teach AI cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system, that is double income. And there are times when it's even way more than that. I still did not gain financial freedom until I started doing what? Using the multi-millionaires world blueprint, which is ETF, real estate. As a matter of fact, when I was doing it, get rich quick scheme, I lost $99,000. That's about 6 years ago. What did I lose it to? Penny stock, day trading, and options trading. Those three lost me 99,000. My friend lost 50,000 in 5 days to Tesla options. So if you are looking for the best way or easy way to lose your money, that's it for you. I just gave it to you. So here we are moderate risk investors. So as soon as we get to 5,000 tabs, welcome in. If you sounds like what you're looking for, make sure you click on that follow button, tap out the live, share out the live. Once you get to 5,000 tabs, we get the class started. Today, I'm going to just recap on what we have on the board. 4 account systems. So if you miss the 4 account systems, you know that you need to actually have. So you've been struggling with budgeting. You don't know how to go about budgeting, right? Or you don't like budgeting. Trust me, we are on the same table. We are on the same. I do not like budgeting, even though I am so financial literate. I still do not like budgeting, right? So if you do not like budgeting, put it in the comments. I don't like budgeting, right? I do not like budgeting. It sounds like work, right? So what if I tell you there's a way? I do not like budgeting. Put it in the comment section. And if you're new here, put it one in the comments and also indicate where you're connecting from. I am in Texas in United States. So good to have every one of us. Let's keep tapping out the live. The minute we get to 5,000 taps and 50 shares, we'll get the class started. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. And if you're sitting here for a minute or two, make sure you click on that follow button. We're going to be talking about the rule of 72, how long it takes your money to double. We'll talk about ETF today. We're going to talk about, we introduce real estate a little bit because I do not want to spend so much time today. Today is Sunday, right? And you can hear it in my voice, right? I've been coming out the whole of this whole week, this whole month, because it's the beginning of the new half of the year. So in case you started the year, the last 6 months, your finances, all those your financial goals, you did not meet it, right? You can still end the year on a good note. You can still be on track. One thing I can guarantee you in this life is at least you will learn at least 1 or 2 things that's going to change your finances for good. So that's one thing I promise you. You will never leave. If you meet me, you will never leave the same way when it comes to your finances. It is that you learn what is rule of 72, how long it takes your money to double, understanding why you should not save, or you will learn what is the 4 account system, or you will learn about ETF. You don't know about ETFs before. How can you invest like the millionaires, right? The multi-millionaires. How can you turn $27 to 1.6 million? Or also tell you time in the market supersedes time in the market, and I will show it to you. I don't just say it, I show it to you so you would understand. When I say stop saving, you will be the one to say, oh yes, I agree. You will be the one to clamor to say, never save anymore, because I will tell you it's going to take you 7,200 years, and I will show you the data. I am not one of those people that will just tell you this. No, I'll show you the data. Thank you all for tapping out the live. If you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button. This is the $1 million lead. The people that want to gain financial freedom in 10 years or less. Financial freedom is the goal. My holistic FDL, thank you all for tapping out the live. Welcome in, everyone. And happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Yeah, is a Sunday coming. Welcome in. If you're new here, please put one in the comments. Put one in the comments. In the past 4 days, we have had 28 countries represented. 28 countries. Fat Wheels, welcome in. Welcome into the family. Welcome into the $1 Million League. And for everyone that is new, make sure Blossom, welcome in. Yes, that's how it's being done. For everyone that is new, put one in the comment. What country are you connecting from? I am in Texas in United States. It's so good to have you. And I'm the convener of this community, which is the MDL, right? MDL is $1 Million League. If your goal is to gain financial freedom or you want to build wealth, right? You want to build generational wealth. You don't love hypes. You from the UK, from Canada. All right, that is great. And I think I saw another country earlier from the UK, from Canada. If you're United States, let me know the state as well. So if you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button. Put one in the comments and let me know where you're connecting from. I would love to meet you. Sierra Leone, Latifa, welcome to the family. Welcome. 2 minutes is enough for you to determine if this is what you're looking for. UAE. I have been seeing a lot of UAEs, right? Oh, I love Dubai. Nigeria, Fat Wales, Ghana. Awesome. That's great. That's the part of the 28 countries, by the way, that we've had in the past 4 days. I tell you, you'll be so amazed. We had Japan yesterday, Spain. There was Spain yesterday, right? There was Spain yesterday, Kenya. I have been seeing my Kenya brothers and sisters. Those are my in-laws. My brother is married to a Kenyan. Awesome. What country? We still have the 28 country. Welcome in. As soon as we get to 5,000 taps, guys, get your pen and paper. Olamileko, welcome in. How are you doing? Let me know where you're connected from. And if you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. So starts with your income. I help you increase your income, right? Because it starts with your income. The higher the income, the quicker your financial freedom, but you need to keep your expense really like this, right? You see this gap right here, that is your wealth journey. That is your freedom number, right? That is your freedom number. A lot of people mix it up. It simply means that even if as a teacher you earn $100,000, your expenses is at maybe like $50,000. You say 50,000. A medical doctor earns 400,000 and his expenses is at 420,000. The teacher is wealthier because the teacher is going to gain quicker financial freedom. Welcoming everyone. Williams, welcome to the family. If you're new here, Williams, welcome to the family. This is the $1 Million League. Our goal is financial freedom. Money is just a tool. Financial freedom is the goal, right? Ability to live life at your own time. And whenever you hear me say wealth, understand that we don't equate wealth to money. Money does not equal wealth. There are 4 to 5 types of wealth. There's the money wealth, which is, of course, the cash in the bank, the ETF, the real estate, the businesses, your net worth. That is money wealth. That is money wealth. But there's also something called the peace wealth. Ability to sleep with your 2 eyes closed, ensuring that you have your emergency fund, you have your living trust in place. You have, in case of you don't have probate, right? You have insurance in place, all of those kind of things. Your LLC, right? You have your LLC in Wyoming and all of those things that protect you. So somebody doesn't just come to take whatever belongs to you and claim it, right? Because somebody decides to pour water on the floor and decide to sleep on it, and then they put you or whatever, right? Those are things that we see. So peace wealth, and also ensuring that your family is protected. So if something happens to you, we don't pray, but you have like life insurance, all those kind of things. You have living trust in place. Your money is protected. Emergency fund in a case of emergency. So that is peace wealth. Then we have the third one, which is health wealth. There's a reason why they say health is wealth. Health is wealth, guys. Health is wealth. So eating right, exercising, taking at least 30 to 1 hour walk a day. That is health is wealth. As a matter of fact, that is the third wealth, health wealth. Eating right, making sure that you are fit and you have a clear mind, your mental health, right? Your mental health. As a matter of fact, if you've been laid off and all of that, please manage your mental health, okay? We want you to be okay. Your health comes first. Health wealth is the third type of wealth. The fourth type of wealth is what is called, that is very linked to financial freedom, which is the time wealth, ability to live life at your own terms. And that is one of our major goals here, right? I am one of those coaches that tells you to live a fulfilled life, an all-encompassing life. So Money Talk with Dr. Lina is one part of $1 million league, there's also lifestyle with Dr. Lina. I have been to 22 countries, and that's the reason. That's my own purpose. Your own purpose might be different. What is the reason? Why are you chasing that money? What's that reason? Are you just chasing money to pay bills? If that's all that you're doing, then you're not building wealth. And we got to 5,000 tap. Awesome. Now let's get it to 10 shares. Press my forehead on the screen. Mark Tom, welcome into the family. Welcome into the family. Mark Tom, welcome in. If you're new here, you'll be sitting for more than 2 minutes. Now you've already learned what are the four types of wealth. Now you know it's not just money that is the only type of wealth. And you're just sitting. Make sure you click on the follow button. Click on the follow button. We'll start the 4 account system. And if you're new here, this is the $1 Million League. Community of people that's saying that we're gaining financial freedom in 10 years or less. We want to get to that $1 million status. If you want to become a millionaire, maybe you are going to be the first in your family, or you're already a millionaire, you want to become a multi-millionaire in dollars. This is the place for you. We use 4 pillars of wealth creation, and that's what we're going to be talking here. So if that sounds like what you're looking for, you'll be sitting here for more than 2 minutes. Click on that follow button, tap out the live, get your pen and paper ready. This is not your regular life. Pen and paper ready, because your finances is about to change. I tell you, I guarantee you that, right? Because I'm going to tell you, if you don't like budgeting, let's start with the 4 account system. We talked about that yesterday. So for those that missed that, I'll quickly run through it quickly. Then we'll go straight to the rule of 72, how long it takes your money to double. Then I will teach you the right wealth order. We talk about ETF, and we talk about real estate. All those I will talk depending on the time. I don't want to take a lot of our time today. So we got to 5,000 time. If you don't know how to share, press my forehead on the screen. Press my forehead on the screen. Okay. Then you will see your contact. Did you see your contact? All right. All right. So invite each and every one of them. Right. Do a repost if you can. If you have large following, do a repost. A repost help as well. If you can also give the gallery. If you do that, get your daily at me, and of course, go popular to help this life. Let us not stop tapping the life. So let me get it started as we let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. And what color are we going to use today? Which color? Okay, I'm wearing red. Okay, I'm wearing red today, so we use the red pen. We use the red Sharpie today. We use the red Sharpie, right? I will use red and black, okay? All right, welcome in everyone. If you're new, put 1 in the comment and let me know the country you're connecting from. Put 1 in the comment. Let me know where you're connecting for. Thank you so much for the repost. Thank you for all tapping out the live. If you've been sitting there for more than a minute or two, click on that follow button. Get your daily at me. So the 4 account system. Okay, let's start from here. What do I mean by stop saving? What do I mean by stop saving? If you save your money in the bank, let me tell you something, you're not building your wealth, you're not building wealth. So you want to stick around. I will show you the rule of 72, because it's going to prove it to you how long it takes your money to double. Okay, how long, Natalie, FDL, I will tell you how long it takes your money to double. FDL, the P guy, Gizu, Olamilekon, exclusive. And guys, if you want us to move quickly today, then non-stop tapping out the live, because if I see that the chat is very quiet, right? I'll come back and we'll pause and we'll do it, right? We will do that today, right? Let's keep tapping out the live non-stop. Get your pen and paper ready. And thank you so much. Share out the live. Get your daily at me. If you're new here, make sure you click on the follow button if you're just new here. Awesome. So the 4 account system, when I say stop saving, if you leave your money in the bank, you're not building wealth. Then how then do you build wealth? Bumpy, Gizu, how then do you build wealth, right? So it's you investing in what? ETF, real estate, businesses. Now let's just talk about today. Let's quickly talk about the 4 account system, because we started that yesterday. The 4 account system. The 4 account system helps you in a situation. By boy, Gizu, right? The P guy. The 4 account system tells you exactly, if you don't like budgeting, just set it one time. Automate it. Just have this account, automate it, and you will see clarity in your money. You never need to budget unless something changes in your finances. So let's say you get a salary increase, you get a pay raise, or maybe your job changed, or maybe you moved and your rent went up, your bills went up, or something out of this category. out of the account changes, that's when you need to revise it. As a matter of fact, I will tell you at least touch it every 3 months and just say, okay, what has changed? What this is going to help you to do at the end of the day when you have this four account system is it's going to eliminate the fact that you're doing budgeting every single time. The second thing is that it's going to help you to build wealth automatically. The third thing is that it's going to give you clarity. The fourth thing is that you will not be asking the question, where did my money go? I got money on the first, on the third is already gone. Yes, it's not going to happen because you will have clarity on where your money goes. And then you would also be able to know, you'll be able to know, okay, you know what? Do I have play money? What is the cushion effect? Or do I don't even, if I don't even have cushion effect at all, right? That's what it's going to help you to do. It's going to give you clarity. And I recommend that at least do it for 3 to 6 months and see if it worked for you. I know that it's going to work for you, okay? I know, but I want you to do it for 3 to 6 months and you would see changes in your finances. Jafari, welcoming. So, as I was saying, CTFDL, right? The four account system that you should have is broken into two. One is in the savings side, the other is in the investment side. Savings side, somebody puts in the comments, savings and investment side. They're two different things. Savings and investing side, right? Put it in the comments, savings and investing. So the four account system is divided into savings and investment. Somebody put it in the comments, savings and investing. Thank you so much for doing that. And the first account is what everybody has. Thank you so much for yes, P guy. Thank you, Olamleko. Thank you so much. Right. The checking, the first account, which is a lot of times everybody has this account. Woken, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. If you are new here, make sure you click on that follow button. 2 minutes is enough. And we're talking about the four account system, right? The first account, right, is checking account. A lot of times, this is where it ends for everybody. Everybody just have, I open my Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, or that your local, your own country, right? You just open checking and savings, and then you module everything in there. I want to pay this, you pay it from there. I want to do this, you do it from there. And then you see that at the end of the month, you're wondering, what's happening? Or not at the end of the month, in 3 days, you don't know where your money went to. As a matter of fact, you don't know if they charge you anything. If they overbuild you, you know that at times this happens, right? Where they bill you twice and you do not know because you're not paying attention to it because you have modeled your income and your expense into one account. And guess what? The middle class and of course most professionals and most people fall in this category. They only have their checking account and they have their Roth, their 401k. That's it. And you are building wealth. Hell no, you're not building wealth. Okay? If that's all that you have just those two accounts. Put it in the comment section. Checking or savings account and your 401k. If that's all that you have, put it in the comment section. Just put yes in the comment section. That's all that you have. You have checking account and you have just your 401k. That's it. Put it in the comment section, okay? But guess what? That's what we were taught. Yes, exactly. Blosser, yes. But that's not that might be the reason for the paycheck to paycheck thing. That might be the reason why your finances are not they're not having clarity. But Blossy, we are going to change it today. It's not just you, trust me. Everybody is just keeping quiet right there. They are not just talking. It's not, you are the only one that just mentioned it. Trust me, 50% of the people here, they are doing the same. See, I told you, they are coming now, they're coming up, right? You would see. There's so many of that because I was like that too. I was like that too. A lot of people are on this table. I've done, yeah, amen, yeah. 401k and of course or basically your retirement account or your savings account. But now we're going to fix it. You're supposed to have at least three savings account, and the fourth one is your wealth account. And that's so the first thing is your checking account. This checking account is just your income account. All right, it is the only thing that it goes in. Income goes in and it goes out. It's a pass-through account. It's a distribution center. Put DC in the comment. It's a distribution center. Put DC in the comment. Distribution center. That's what your checking account is. Distribution center. Income comes in and you distribute to other accounts. Thank you so much. Income comes in, it distributes to other accounts. That's what it is, right? But a lot of time people stop see there. That's when it's not a distribution center. It's just their only account, right? By day 3 or by day 4, this account should almost be zero, and then that's how you win the bank, right? That's how you win them. This is a 0 point, because why? They give you a 0.01%. If you get something, if you get, you can put the interest you get from your bank, you can put it in the comments. I get from Chase 0.01%. I know that Bank of America may even be worse and all of those, and your local country. And this is not about US alone. It's global. We have 28 countries represented here, right? We have 28 countries. In the past 4 days, we already have 28 countries represented. So use whatever, whenever I say it's in the US, convert it to your own country, right? Okay, awesome. So we have the distribution center. Now, what are the other accounts that you should have? The second account that you should have that will help you with your budgeting is what is called your high yield savings account. Your high yield savings account. Put HYSA in the comment. HYSA in the comment. All right, put HR. Let's keep tapping out the live. The chat is very, and I want us to engage. It's a two-way thing. It's not your regular HYSA. Thank you, Shirley. And if you're new here, you have not clicked on the follow button, take a second to. I know you got here and you see that this class is very fast, right? You forgot. Make sure you click on that follow button. Get your daily at me. Tap out the live. Get your pen and paper. Run, take 10 seconds, run, take a pen and paper, because you are going to learn. This is a class. People pay thousands of dollars for this, okay? Make sure you click on that follow button. Okay, just join the family. Welcome in, welcome in. I'll give you 10 seconds. Get a pen and paper. Get a pen and paper. We're talking about the 4 account system that's going to help you build wealth. And for everyone that is new, 2 minutes, click on the follow button. We want to make sure that we don't have BOTs here. We know that we are humans that are ready to change their life. Thank you so much for the filling up the gift gallery. Go popular to help this life. Filling the gift gallery helps this life. Getting your daily at me, even if you have 1 penny to spend, do your daily at me. Daily at me, you will get 30 points back. 30 points back. That's the only time you get a huge return on this app, because when you get daily at me, it's 1 penny, but you get 30 points. Every other one is 1 penny, you get 1 point back. Thank you so much for the daily at me. So if you are just seated here and you've not clicked on the follow button, now is your time. Click on the follow button, get your pen and paper. This is the $1 Million League. Welcome to the family. And if you're new here, put 1 in the comment and let me know the country that you're connected from, so we know that you are represented here. We already have 28 countries in the past 4 days. 28 countries represented, including Japan, Spain, Nigeria, South Africa, Zimbabwe, and even Kenya, Uganda. All of those countries have been represented. Italy, right? China, right? We've had all of that. Put the country where you're connecting from, right? One thing that is universal, right? It's currency, is wealth, is financial freedom. All over, right? USA, that's great. Let me know what part of US are you. I am in Texas, in United States. Welcome in. Make sure you click on that follow button. Drop 1, click on the follow button, get locked in, get your pen and paper, right? Get locked in. If you are still seated here and you've not clicked on the follow button, we want to know that we don't have BOTs here. Texas, awesome. Hey, what? Howdy, yeah, howdy. Yeah, Aldi, Austin, that's great. That's great. I'm in the suburb of Houston. Awesome. So we want to know that we don't have BOTs here. We want to know that we're people that are changing, want their lives changed. Those are the people we have here. Make sure you click on that follow button. Anna, welcome in from Chicago. Click on that follow button. Join the $1 Million League. Tap out the live. For everyone that is new. Augusto just said he's not a BOT, he's human. I'm ready to change my story and my finances. Awesome. Yay, Katie. Yes, I'm very close to you, by the way. I am very close to you, Black Mama. Welcome in. Yes, so make sure you click on that follow button. And we're talking about the 4 account system. For everyone that just joined, click on that follow button, get your daily at me, get your pen and paper, tap out the live. All that we ask is tapping out the live. Otherwise, you would see me. We will interrupt the class from time to time, because if you're not tapping out the live, you're not sharing out the live, you're not getting your daily at me, I will need to pause, because otherwise, TikTok is telling us that this is not a live to be recommended. It means that you're not adding value and all of that. And I'll be asking question. Is an interactive class. It's an interactive class. And if you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information system. That's because I have my master's and my doctorate in strategy, business, and information management system. I'm a vice president of technology. I'm a chartered accountant and also an economist because I have my bachelor's in economics. I'm a serial investor. I've been in corporate world for close to 2 decades, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. With all of this income, I still did not gain financial freedom because I was saving. And until I stopped saving and I started investing in ETF, real estate, and businesses, putting structure around my money, that's when I started building wealth. Is land banking and rental flats in Nigeria worth it? I'm not in Nigeria, I'm in Texas, but I want to believe, real estate is absolutely great. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio right here in the United States, and I tell you, it has been life-changing. It's built me millions of dollars. It's been life-changing. ETS has given hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've lost money as well right there, but I tell you, anything that is asset, always appreciate. Hey, welcome supporting the supportive. See, I told you, that's how they do it here. She's an OG supportive listener. She comes here, she taps off the light, she gets her daily activity. That's how it's been there. If you're new, make sure you click on that follow button. Get your pen and paper ready. Please, we are listening. That's great. Awesome. That is great. That is great. I know that you can wait, right? You're just saying, go, 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 go. Yes, that's it. That's it. Yeah, keep tapping out the life. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday, everyone. Yeah, welcome in. All right, Shelly. I understand. I understand. We're going. Just you keep tapping out the life, and then we will not interrupt. Right? It's just like YouTube. If you want, you can as well just do. You don't want interruption, do what you're supposed to do. Okay? And I do. My own is to teach. Awesome. Abram, welcome to the family. Abram, welcome to the family. The thing is that we don't have months here. Months will typically do all of those kind of things that I'm doing. But you tap out the life and we'll continue. Awesome. So the second account is the first account is what? Your checking account. Your first account is your checking account. Okay? First account is what? Checking account. It gives you 0.01%, but it doesn't build wealth. It's a DC, a distribution center. The second account that you have is what? High yield savings account. Your high yield savings account. Okay? What is that high yield savings account? Put in the comments HYSA. High yield savings account. HYSA. All right? Put it in the comment. What do you put in your HYSA? It's your emergency fund. Thank you so much. In your emergency fund is what you put in there. Your emergency fund of what is an emergency fund? Your expenses of 3 to 6 months. Expenses of 3 to 6 months. That's what it is. What is that expenses? We're not talking about shoes. We're not talking about shopping. We're talking about your housing, meaning your mortgage and your rent. Okay, your mortgage and your rent, your transportation, right? Something that moves you from A to B. It could be your bus pass, it could be the car note with your gas, right? You need to have that. The third thing is your utilities. If you're in Texas like me, that we go all the way 110, 120 Fahrenheit, right? You know that in the heat of the summer, you need your HVAC working. You need your AC on, right? And in the midst of cold, you cannot allow your heat not to be working, right? That's just the same thing. And we stopped tapping. Let's keep tapping. Let's keep tapping, right? So you need to ensure that you have your utilities. Then the fourth thing is your what's it called? The fourth thing is your groceries. Your groceries. So 4 things. So let's assume, and I'll say it again. Somebody put it in the comments. Your utilities, right? Your transportation, your groceries, and of course your housing, right? Your rent or mortgage. Someone put it in the comment. Thank you so much for the roses and filling up the gift gallery. So that is it's for 3 to 6 months. So let's calculate that. Let's say it's $3,000. So it means 3 months would be will be $9,000, and 6 months will be what? 6 months will be. Thank you so much, Divine. There's one more, right? Your housing is the last thing. Your housing is the last thing, right? Thank you so much for that. So we pin it right there. Your housing is the last thing. So your utilities, what's it called? Thank you so much. Okay, let me put this. Thank you. And let's keep tapping out. Abu just joined the family. Welcome to the $1 Million League. If you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button if you are new here. So the fourth thing, housing, house, utilities. Did I not say it well? Housing. your utilities, your rent and your mortgage, your rent and your mortgage, housing. All right, your rent and your mortgage. Okay, so thank you, Shirley. Exactly, thank you. So, what was it? That was funny. That was funny. Yeah, that was funny. All right. The next thing is yeah, 3 to 6 months. So if you're ready, if all of that is, let's say, $3,000, so you need to have at least $9,000 or $18,000 in an account. This account is what is for your safety and your security, right? Safety and security. In a case there's a job loss and we stop tapping out the life, let's keep tapping, let's engage, right? Otherwise, you would see me, I would stop again. You want it, Shirley, right? Shirley, you want us to keep going, right? Let's tap non-stop, right? Let's tap non-stop. Okay, and if you're new, click on that follow button. Thank you so much for the repost. Exactly, user, just join the family. All right, okay, perfect, perfect. Thank you. Exactly, that's how you do it. Otherwise, we'll keep stopping, right? Remember, I'm a teacher, so I'm not the social media, right? So I'll do it like I do it in class. All right. So your IU savings account is your typical bank account. There's no difference between these and this. No difference between this account. The only difference is that one bank is greedy, one bank says, I want to share your money with you, the return on your money with you. I hope you know that it's only 10% when you deposit money. Let's assume that you put $1 million. I hope you know it's only $100,000 that is left in that bank. By the time you go, if you put 10,000, only 1,000 is left as reserve. The remaining $9,000, where did it go? Or $900? They use it as a loan. Okay, they use it as loan to mortgage, credit cards, and all of those kind of things. That's what they use it as. So anytime you see that, anytime you leave your money in the bank, right, they give you 0.01%. Chase and Wells Fargo, right, and the Bank of America. That's being greedy. What do? There are some banks that have also said that's where they make millions and billions of dollars in profits every single year. So if you are wondering, how does the bank make money? That's how they make money, okay? Because they give all those, use your own money. They use it as how do I put it? They use the money, all right, so they use it for business and make money off it and give you nothing, pennies, right? But then if you put it there, some banks like Capital One, if you like mortar and brick in the United States, like Capital One will give you 3.3% and above. Like SoFi will give you 4%. Vero will give you 5%. Some credit union will even give you like 4 point something percent. If you have an IU savings account, let me know the interest that you are getting. Put it in the comments. If you don't have an IU savings account, just go open one of those accounts. As a matter of fact, like SoFi, as of last month, we give you even $400 for free for you opening that account. God's idea. Welcome to the family. Right. Yeah, so for you just opening the account, they will give you $400 for free. Capital One will give you about $250 or $300 for free, but you just need to have a direct deposit. How do you check if you don't know an IU savings account? Just go online and check the best IU savings account in July 2026, and you will see it right there. July 2026, you would see it right there. What is, and you will know what is the return on your and you start getting interest. So at times it could even be better than CD. You are not locking your money away because you can take your money at any time. The interest comes in every single month. But guess what? All the money that you are putting in is just 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. That's all that you put in there, right? 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. So let's start tapping that. Let's get it to 15,000 taps. The minute we stop tapping, you see, I yield savings account, HYSA. In some country, it is called high interest savings account. ISA in some, it's not the ISA in the UK, not ISA. Yeah. Did you say yes, I yield saving, exactly. I yield savings account. Yield. I yield savings account. Oniglo, welcome in on the YouTube side. How are you? Make sure you click on that subscribe button. The supported I yield savings account. I yield. Okay, yield. Yeah, you didn't answer you. What was your question? Did you answer a question? Let's see. Can you drop your question again, Shirley? Let's see. Shirley, can you drop your question again? Did I miss your question? I did not see you. Drop it again, Shirley. I'll answer it, okay? Shirley, I'll answer it. High yield savings account. Let's keep tapping. Let's get it to 15,000 taps. We have 82 people here, so we can get it to 15,000 taps. Do you believe? Absolutely. God is God. God is great. Absolutely. Jesus is Lord. What are high yield savings account? How do you open one? That's what I just explained. High yield savings account. I have welcome in. Make sure you click on that follow button. Yes, about Ali and so far. How easy do you get your cash? Yes, surely. I never saw that question. Did you just so the question you said Ali and so far? You get see it goes into your account immediate like every single month. On the first of the month, the interest is backing you. You see it if you let's say you put $10,000, right? And it says that giving you 4% return. 4% return is you calculate it 4% on your $10,000. That means you get how much in a year? You get about $400 a year. 10%, right? 4% of 10,000. That's $400 a year. Divided by 12. That's what you will get every single month. So far, your 10,000 balance is on that amount. Your $10,000 does not go. It doesn't go lower. But let's say it goes lower. Let's say it's now $8,000. Right, at some point in time that day the interest on your money on that day will be your 4% will be on that 8,000, but remember it's going to be divided by 12. But on the first of the month you get the return on it. Your money is not going to be 10,000 anymore. It's going to be 10,000 for your 4% divided by 12. 4% for the years divided by 12. Right, does that answer your question, Shirley? Right, I didn't see your question earlier. What is an IU savings account? IU savings account, high yield savings account is an account, is a regular account that gives you a higher yield, a higher interest, right? Not your it's like your Capital One, right? I think Capital One even have a regular traditional account that gives this, and they also have an high yield savings account. The high yield savings account gives about 3.3%. The other account gives about maybe 0.01%. It's just about, there's somebody that is smart with the money and open an account that is giving it 3.3%, and another person that is not smart that is giving 0.01%. So it's available. Even some credit union have that. Does that answer the question? How to open the account? Just check best high yield savings account in July 2026. Make sure you look at their review. Make sure it is FDIC insured. What does FDIC insured mean? FDIC insured simply means that if let's say the bank goes down, the government is going to pay you back. There is insurance up to $250,000. So you cannot, if you put anything above $250,000, you lose it. Okay. Above 250,000, you lose it. But anything 250,000 and below, you get your money. So your money is protected up to that amount. So make sure it is FDIC insured. The second thing I also do is that I also look at reviews. So if the review is about 8 or whatever, 4.5, I take it you cannot make everybody happy. Look at their review, and that's it. And of course, open their account. You can open it online. So far, it will give you, I think, 4%. Look at if they have promotional rate, right? Promotional benefits. So far, was doing $400 if you have a direct deposit with them, right? $400 for free. A lot of people in this community have gotten $400 for free. Capital One was doing $250 or $300. A lot of people have gotten that as well for free, which you can put towards investing. So if you want to know more about that, so that's it. What's the requirement? Just like if you can open this account, then you can open that account. If you can open a checking or savings account, you can open an IU savings account. It's the same requirement. What was that? Let me see. Let me see. Does that answer your question? Let's see. If you're new here, make sure you click on that follow. No, I mean, I don't see their physical bank. SoFi, yes, SoFi is probably an online bank. So if you want a physical bank, then do like a Capital One. Capital One is Capital One is a mortar and brick bank, right? They have branches everywhere. So do Capital One if you are more comfortable. You are one of the people that likes to put money in the bank. You want to enter a bank. And just followed. Welcome in. Like one, Capital One is everywhere. Yes, you are correct. No, I meant, do they have physical bank where you can access money without commission? I don't know. I don't think so. There's so many online banks now. Okay, there's so many online banks. The higher the interest, the better. But really, what's the risk? If you ask me, what's the risk? It is FDIC insured, so it means that your money is protected. The same way Bank of America is protected. If they are FDIC insured, your money is protected. But if you're not comfortable with them, with online, and you want to go, you like the mortar and break, you want to walk into a bank, then do Capital One, right? But the only thing is that the interest is higher in one, because understand this. Somebody that the bank that has a whole building, by the way, I'm not affiliated it with the banks in any way. The one that has building, remember, that's cost. They have a running cost. Their running cost will be higher than the one that doesn't have a physical building. So that's where their own interest is higher, right? How to invest in real estate, especially auction houses. Yes, that one you have to. That's a very dedicated one. Whenever we're talking about houses, that's a different ball game, especially when it comes to auction. You have to be very, very careful because there are liens on properties. There's so many things you need to know. You're buying sight unseen. You don't know what is inside and all of that, so be careful. You need to know what goes into that house. As a matter of fact, I do not do auction, right? I've tried to do it a couple of times, and but I still buy my properties 80% of the price. I don't buy. I do more like wholesalers and all of that. So you would see me, property is worth 250,000, I'm buying it 180,000, or I'm buying it 200,000. That's how invest. That's how I buy. It might be not as cheap as the auction, but I know what I'm buying. I have the opportunity to do inspection if I want to do inspection, and I know what I'm buying. Okay. All right, focus. Welcome in. The higher the interest, the better. Welcome in, everyone. Make sure you click on that follow button. We're talking about the 4 account system. Okay, can you please explain Van semiconductor ETF and if it's good? I don't know, right? The thing about it is that there are different types of ETF. It means that it's semiconductor that is there. Just look at the previous past trend, and if you're comfortable with it, go for it. Just look at the past trend. What is the trend, right? How long has it been in existence? How are you, Tabisco? How are you so doing? Welcome in. If you're new here, make sure you click on the follow button. Welcome in, everyone. And we're talking about the 4 account system. You don't like budgeting, but the 4 account system that is going to help you structure your money. That's what we are talking about. So the IU savings account give you 3 to 5%. Check the best IU savings account in July 2026. You'll get the answer right there. Then number 3 is bills account. That's the 3rd account you need to open. Bills account. What are bills? What this is now? Remember, this one is for your emergency, so you never touch it, except it only triggers when there's an emergency. It gives you 3 to 5%. It is for safety. In the case of a job loss, in the case of a family emergency, you don't fall back on credit card. You don't fall back on high interest loans. That's what that is. That's why you have an emergency fund. And as a matter of fact, more than ever, now with the way the economy is, with the way there's a whole lot of loss of jobs, if you have tech brothers, your tech brothers, checking on them, 7 out of 9 of them is already laid off, doesn't have a job. So AI is taking a lot of people's jobs. So now you want to have as much in your emergency fund, 3 to 6 months. Build one if you have not been building one. Okay, so make sure you build one right away. Start with $1,000, improve it to $3,000, and then get it to the first 1 month, then increase it to 3 months and 6 months. Put it in an IU savings account so that your family is protected for your housing, your transportation, your feeding, and your utilities are taken care of at least for 3 months while you get yourself started again in case there's a job loss. I know. Welcome in. And everyone just joining, we're talking about the 4 account system. Start with checking account, IU savings account. Now we're on the 3rd account you need to open, which is the bills account, right? Bills account, of course, this is your basic needs of life, your lifestyle and your bills. Keep it low, right? Keep those bills low. The lower the bills, the higher the income. Guess what? That is how you can actually gain financial freedom. Get to become a millionaire, gain financial freedom, and become work optional, because that's where you want to be, right? Stop trading your life for money and enjoy life. So if you're new here and you've been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, now is your time to click on the follow button. Let's get it to 17,000 taps as well. 17,000 taps, and of course, let's get it to 15 shares. Press my forehead on the screen. Share. 2 minutes is enough for you to know if this is what you're looking for, right? You want to know how to start investing, right? Stop saving. What do we mean? What ETF, real estate, businesses. If you'll be sitting here for more than 2 minutes, make sure we want to know that we have human beings here, not BOTs. Make sure you click on that follow button. So bills account, which one do you open? Bills account, as a matter of fact, bills account can be checking account or savings account. It really doesn't matter to me, right? It really does not matter. Okay, Shirley. It doesn't. I just click on the follow button, Jamie, Kojo, and just join the family of millionaire. I know. Welcome in. Welcome in. Treasure, just also click on that follow button, right? It doesn't really matter to me because guess what? It's your bills account. So most of the time, the bills are paid, right? Within that account by day 10. If you are paying if your bill, remember it's your bills. This is where you pay the real bills itself. So the monthly bills, where you pay your rent. Remember this one, the money remains there. So I'm very concerned about the money staying there, not growing. Okay? This one, the money becomes zero. The money becomes zero. Okay? Bills will become zero because, and the only thing I can always request you for the bills, Shelley, right, would be add your, Shelley, we will be add your, what's it called, your credit card, and keep tapping, Shirley. Gizu, thank you for tapping. Otherwise I'll keep stopping. I know you want to learn all of this. Keep tapping out the live. Let's keep tapping out the live. Get out your daily admin because you see the numbers drop every single time that we stop tapping and sharing. And I want to make sure that we're reaching as many people. It takes the same effort and energy to teach 200 people and teaching 70 people, okay? So that's why I asked that. Tap out the live, share out the live, get your daily admin and all of that. Otherwise, I'll keep pausing. And if you want us to, you don't want adverts in between, then keep doing what we're supposed to do. I know we are all locked in. So the only thing I'll ask you for the bills is your credit card, right? This is the only time I tell you to open a credit card. Now, the reason, and you'll be asking, you ask me, but Dave Ramsey said, don't do credit cards, do debt payoff. The only reason why I say do credit card is three things. One, we need that your credit card will help you build credit because we are building. The goal is what? Financial freedom. To get financial freedom, you're going to be doing real estate. Real estate, except you have the cash, right? You want to buy a 300,000 property, right? If you are using an FHA loan or you're using a conventional loan, you need a 3.5% to 5 or 3 to 5% down, right? And the bank finances the rest, the remaining 95%, right? Or you bring 20% down, you put 20% down for an investment property, right? That's it. And the bank finance 80%. So they need your credibility. They need a good credit to be able to finance that 80% or 95%. Okay? So your credit card, making sure that, and how do you ensure that you use your credit card? You use it like a debit card. Okay? What does that mean? If the money is not in the account, you don't swipe. Money is not in the account, don't swipe. The second thing is that you keep the utilization low. So if you have your credit is low and you want to rebuild your credit, keep the utilization to 10% or less. Okay, what does that mean? Whenever you spend, if your your limit is $1,000, it simply means don't spend more than $100. And if you spend $100, pay it immediately before you spend the next $100. Right? You will see your credit jump that way. It shows that you are credible. Right? The other thing is that. So the first thing is that, then the other thing is that you pay it within the billing cycle. DTD, welcome to the family. You pay it within the billing cycle. That's the second thing. Pay it within the billing cycle so that not the minimum payment, but the entire money that you spend. Remember, it's your debit card. You're using it like a debit card. So if your money, so it means that the money is there. That's why you can spend it, right? So you use it like that. Your credit, you will see your credit jump, right? When you do this thing, do this thing. Here, because we are doing real estate, except you are not going to ever use leverage, right? Except Bendu, welcome to the family. Except you're never going to use leverage, like real estate, which we highly recommend, except that that's the only time when you really don't care about your credit. But even when you are renting, I don't rent out my house to anybody that the credit is less than 650. So you need that as well, okay? So Then the other part of it, why do you need a credit card? The other reason why you need a credit card, most importantly, is for security and in a case where there is a fraud. If there's a fraud on your account, there's one of my tenants right now that is dealing with that. His account is shut down, is frozen, and he cannot pay until, guess what, next week, because they're doing investigation. What's going to happen is he's asked to pay maybe like another $300 because it's going to get some fines and all of that, some penalties. You don't want that to happen to you. If you use a credit card, if there's a fraud on your card, all you have to do is there's fraud, right? It's their credit card, they issue a new one, you dispute it, that's it. It doesn't impact your own money. It doesn't destabilize your account for the month. So that's why you have a credit card. The other part of it is all of those rewards. Remember, it's free money, but just like I use savings account. But that doesn't really matter. But those first two are even the most critical reason why you should have a credit card. But be disciplined with it. But if you know you cannot be disciplined with your credit card, you are not disciplined, please don't get a credit card. Do not, okay? Is a killer of wealth, right? Killer of wealth. High interest debt is a killer of wealth. Now, the next thing is the last account you want to have is your wealth account. Wealth account. Out of all these four accounts, all four accounts, guess what? They're not built. All three accounts are not building wealth. The only one that builds wealth is this fourth account. So, what is this fourth account? What is this fourth account? Thank you all for tapping out the live. If you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button. You'll be sitting here for more than 2 minutes. Get to click on the follow button, join the community of millionaires, and gain financial freedom. That's what we do here. Get your daily at me. As a matter of fact, we want to know. Yes, we're going to be talking about that shortly. We want to know that we're no BOTs here. We want to know they're humans. If you're new here, drop 1 in the comments and also let me know where you're connecting from. I am from Texas in United States. So good to have each and every one of us here. Awesome. Great. And we're talking about the 4 account system. Thank you so much for the roses. We're talking about the 4 account system before we talk about ETF, rule of 72, how to build wealth the right order. That's what we're going to be talking. Amaka, welcome in. And this is applicable. So far, they are spending money in your country. So don't think it's just United States. Don't think you are anywhere in the world. This is applicable, especially ETF, businesses, real estate. It's applicable all over the world, right? The 4 account system is applicable all over the world. So welcome in Amaka and King. Welcome in. Awesome. You're from Georgia. Welcome in. Make sure you click on that subscribe button. So the wealth account, the first thing first is what? Your retirement account. Your wealth account is divided into what? It's divided into your future. The second thing is divided into your present, and the third thing is the one for your health. The health might not be applicable to a lot of people, right? Depending on the country where you are at. But the first two, at least your future and your current. Your future and your current are from Ghana. Awesome. Welcome in from Ghana, right? I have a lot of Ghanaians in the house. We already have 28 countries represented. Hopefully we can get to 30 countries today. So, your future and for your present. If unemployed, can I get an IU savings account? I want to, no. Are you talking about IU savings account or you're talking about L savings account? They're two different things. IU savings account is different from L savings account because what you just said is L savings account. Please clarify. Health. I want to believe that you should be able to get it because I saw it on Fidelity. I've always got it with my employer, but check it on Fidelity. I did see something HSA. Said if you're in the United States, check HSA, okay? How do I join from Ghana? Just open your account from Ghana. That's what we're going to be talking about, okay? Also, you are welcome. Safety. Keep tapping out the live. Click on the follow button if you're new here. So, write it down. Put it in the comments. Fidelity have it awesome. Great, yeah. And we're going to be talking about what HSA is, Health Savings Account. We're going to be talking about that right now. So put it in the comments. Your wealth account is divided into 3. 1 is your future. 2 is your present. 3 is your health. Okay, put it in the comments. Future, present, and health. So whenever you want to build wealth in your wealth account, you need to have those 3. Atta just joined and what's it called? Atta just joined. Welcome into the family. Welcome into the family. So what do I mean by the future, right? Remember, this is on the savings side. Thank you so much, Shirley. This is on the savings side. Okay, so these we have already talked. Checking IU savings account, bills account on the savings side. Is on the investment side. So we are not going to be opening these accounts. There's a reason why this is red. There's a reason why this is blue. There is green. On this side, you are opening it on the bank side. On this side, you are opening it on the investment side. Okay. You are taking it on the investment side, and this is on the savings side. This is on the investment side. Okay, two different things. So don't make that mistake. All right. The future, present, and health, they are on the investment side. So it means that you're going to have to open it with the brokerage firm and investment. How do you open the account? That's what we're talking about, right? You're going to be opening just like not on the bank side, it's on the investment side. So Kojo, your question is on the investment side, on the investment side. Okay, so you're going to open an investment account or a brokerage account. Put investment or brokerage account, put it in the comment. Investment or brokerage account. Okay, you're not going to be opening a bank account. Investment account or a brokerage with a brokerage firm. Investment account with a brokerage firm. And for your future, you're going to open your retirement account. And this retirement account is divided into two. Yeah, thank you so much, Divine. Okay. All right, you open it with an investment with a brokerage, with a brokerage firm. With a brokerage, you can use it interchangeably. Okay, and let's keep tapping out the line. Let's get it to 20,000 taps, and of course, let's get it to. Can we get it to 30 shares? 30 shares. Press my forehead on the screen, and if you've been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, you need to click on that follow button. We want to know that you're not BOTs, and also we want to welcome you properly. We want to welcome you properly so that you're welcome to the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires. If your goal is to get to that $1 million status, then welcome in right here, right now. Awesome. That is great. Let me know where you're connecting from. Put it, we're trying to get to 20,000 taps. 20,000 taps. Okay, 20,000 taps. And of course, 30 shares. Press my forehead on the screen and invite your friends over. You would see your contact drop down. Invite them. Repost as well. If you have large following, repost. If you are new and you've been seated for 2 minutes, 2 minutes is enough for you to determine if you want to understand how to stop saving ETF, real estate, the savings account, the investment account. That's enough time, right? To know that and click on the follow button. Get your pen and paper. This is not your regular life, and we're talking about the 4-account system. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, Jambo. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for tapping out the live, sharing out the live, inviting your friends over, repost, get your daily at me as well. All right. So the retirement side, so your future, you have your retirement account. For your future, you have, thank you so much for the shares, DRD, right? You have, for your future, you have your 401k, 403b, or your retirement in your country, right? I followed you. I need to know more. Awesome, Stella. Welcome to the family. Awesome. If you need to know more, make sure you click on that follow button. Get your daily at me. Turn on notification bell so you don't know when you don't miss out when I come live, because there's so many things we teach here. So for your future retirement account. So in the United States, we have. In some countries, what they have is their pension. You contribute to pension. In the United States, we have something called 401k. So if you're in the United States, you need to contribute towards your 401k if you're employer, and this comes from your employer. It comes from your employer, right? Your employer would give you what? They would say, a lot of people make mistake with this 401k. TSP. Okay, what country is that? A lot of people make mistake for this 401k and they use it for their retirement. Remember, I always say that most people have checking account and 401k. So once they do that, they feel that, oh, you know what, I'm good. But that's one of the biggest mistake, because a lot of times people would put all of their excess money, they put 20% of their income and they put it in 401k. And I ask why? Why would you put 20%? Is your employer giving you 20%? Are they matching 20%? And they will say, no, my employer is matching 2%. So why are you putting 20% of your income there? Because 20% you do only get it at retirement for military and government employee. Okay, awesome. Yeah, awesome. So you have your TSSP for military, TSP for military and government employees. All right. But in this situation, all you do is what the government is matching. What you do is what your employer is matching. My employer gives me 6%, and then he gives me 12% when we get bonuses. They will match 6% every month, every paycheck. They would also give 12% if I contribute 12% of my bonus. That's all that I do for my 401k, period. Mine doesn't put anything. What do I do? Then we will go back to the next point. Okay, we're going to get to the next one. So if your good point, if your employer is not matching it, then we're going to be going to the next one. Okay, we're going to go to the next one. As a matter of fact, your employer is doing or your employer is not doing, you're still going to do Roth. Okay, it just reduces the number of accounts that you're going to have. All right, now you're still contributing 8%. So you might want to pause on that. Okay, you might want to pause on that. The reason why is that, and I'm going to show you, if you qualify for a Roth IRA, and if you don't qualify, you can also do a backdoor Roth. Okay, yeah, because if you have 150,000 and above, right, you typically will not qualify for a Roth. So your 401k just match what your employer is matching. Okay, what your employer is matching, 3%, period. The reason why is you want to take that is free money. 3%, your money doubles itself. It becomes 100%, or it doubles itself by 100%. Okay, 100%, right? That's what you do. You take 100% return on your money off the back. The reason why I say that, just keep it to what your employer is doing, is because if that money grows, if you put 100,000, Elvis, welcome to the family. If you put 100,000 and it becomes $200,000, all right? If it becomes $200,000 or it becomes 1.6 million, you're going to pay. Let's say you put 100,000 and it becomes 1.6 million, and you might be like, oh, wow, yes, it gets there. It gets there. You're going to pay taxes on $1.5 million within your tax bracket at 59 and a half and above. You're going to be paying taxes. The other thing is 403. The other thing is, do you have 403b, Stella? Do you have 403b? 403 is the same thing as 401k. Right? 403Bs. This, if your employer is matching. Yes, so if you have 403B, that's the equivalent for teaching, all right, for teaching. So, but your employer, are they matching something? So when I say 401k, that's for the corporate world. There's 403B, there's CF, there's so many others, but just understand whatever they don't match, okay, all right. What you want to do, this, it leads us to the next one, the Roth. Roth, the difference between the Roth is that the Roth is a tax advantage account. If you're in the UK, that's ISA. If you're in Canada, that's TFSA. It's a tax advantage account because it is taxed when you put it in. So let's say you put in 100,000. That 100,000 will be pre-taxed. So I mean, it will be already been taxed. So the money goes in, but then it grows all the way. Let's say it goes to 1.6 million. At retirement, what you get is 1.6 million. You don't pay tax on that 1.6 million. So your money grows tax-free, and then you get all your money. It's a very, very good tax advantage account. So Stella, you want to max out your Roth IRA. As a matter of fact, if you do, first of all, go max out your Roth IRA since your employer is not matching anything on your 403B. Okay? Go and do Roth IRA, max it out. $7,500 a year, $625 every month, $312.50 every single paycheck. All right, that's it. And if you're new here, make sure you click on the follow button. You are welcome, Stella. You're most welcome. That's how you want to do it. And you can still get it. 401k, you can have it. All this, I mean, your Roth IRA, you can still max it out. You want to make sure you max it out. Can I transfer 401k to Roth IRA? There are two different classes, because your Roth, for you to be able to transfer your 401k to Roth, you have to pay taxes on it. If you are less than, and they're going to tax you on the current tax bracket. So if you are in a tax bracket that is high right now, they're going to tax that money at that tax bracket before you can transfer it to Roth. Remember, Roth is already taxed before you put in, but 401k is not taxed. So you need to check it with your tax consultant. The only condition I would tell you to do that is, let's say maybe you got laid off or you don't have a job right now, or your tax is very low right now. Then you can do it and convert it to Roth, right? Pay the taxes now and transfer it to Roth, okay? Does that answer your question, Dr. Combs? Any good ETF out there to buy and hold for 10 years? Yes, we're going to, when we talk about that, when we get to ETF, okay? Can I send you a private? Absolutely do. Please do that. My income isn't big enough to max out. If your income is not big enough to max out, do something. Just do whatever, right? I just said that to Stella because Stella is she's putting money in a 403b that is not being matched. But why is she putting money where it's not being matched when she has not even maxed out her Roth IRA, right? So that's why I said that. Okay. All right. Any other question? So for your two retirement accounts, your 401k, your Roth IRA, those two, okay? Then the third account that you want to build on your wealth side is something called you can start small, it's compound. Absolutely, exactly. So you can put anything that you want. Anything. Ray Parker, welcome to the family. Anything that you want, you can actually put in that account. Anything, right? But if you can, max it out. You will thank your future self, right? If you can stop that lunch that you are eating, if you can stop that lunch and cook from home, or stop that coffee, whatever you can repurpose, cancel subscription or whatever, so that you can max it out. Because oh, by the way, you have till April next year to max it out. So if you cannot max it out by the end of this year, right, you still have the opportunity to max it out. You know, you can have the opportunity to max it out by April 15th of next year. Okay. All right. So you can catch up. That's what I mean. So yeah. All right. Okay. Let's keep tapping out the live. We'll stop tapping out. Let's get it to 20,000 taps. Thank you all for doing that. Get your daily admin. If you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button. Make sure you click on the follow button. As a matter of fact, let me give you 10 seconds to do that. Share out the live. If the max is 40% of your salary, is it wise? Maximum. So are you talking about your employer? Your employer want your match. Are you saying match? Ray Parker, I need that your employer. Really. Ray Parker, please put in the comments. What's the allowable max amount? Max amount for what? If you're talking about Roth IRA, the allowable max amount is $7,500. So that's $625 every month, $312.50 every single half of the year. Or if it's your income, you're saying, I think it's 150,000, 7,500 exactly. Thank you, Shirley. Ray Parker, you said the max is 40% of your. If the max is 40% of your salary, what's that max? Is it match that you mean? Ray Max, please put in the comment. And please, I would like to work in that your company, because if they are matching up to 40%, I am so doing 40% if I can afford it. I am so doing 40% if I can afford it, because you're doubling your money by 4. You're doubling your money. That 40% of your income, you're getting 100% of it returned on your money, right? I would do it. I'll do it for 5 years, and then, yeah. And I know that my retirement is okay. I'm set for life, all right? But most of the time, it's like 3% or 4%, 3 to 6% is what they do. All right. So the Roth IRA, ISAC CFSA in Canada, right? Or check the one in your country. What is the tax advantage? I have Fidelity. That's great. Yes, it's good. You have Fidelity. You can open all the accounts in Fidelity. 401k is with your employer, though. You can open Roth account with Fidelity. All right. Brokerage. Now, the third account, when we said, Shelley pinned it earlier. Shelley said, future, present, and health, right? The first two is for your future. Now, let's talk about present. This is where the other thing is, so a lot of time people put all the money in the future, and then the money is locked away, and they want to buy properties. They can't do that. They want to invest in a business. They can't do that. Let's keep tapping out. Let's get it to 20,000 taps. Yeah, let's get it to 20,000 taps. Okay, 20,000 taps in Let's Power Share. Can we get it to 30 power shares? Press my forehead on the screen. Invite your friends over. If you'll be sitting here for more than 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Welcome to the $1,000,000 League. As a matter of fact, we want to make sure that you're not BOTs. We want to make sure that you're locked in. So let us do that. Let's take a minute. P Guy, the supportive listener, Divine, Forest Base, Geo, Gizo, Tropical Queen, Stella K, Ray Parker, Dr. Cones, and everyone. Check if you have not clicked on that follow button. Take that time to click on the follow button. Get your pen and paper. Investor 001, Adam, JB, Gills, Olami, Olalekon, Ghetto, Day Prince, GGF, Jabba. Click on that follow button. See, I told you, Dr. Combs did not even click on the follow button. Yeah, welcome in, everyone. Welcome to the family. Let's get it to 20,000 tabs, and you can also do a repost. That would be great. Let's do a repost. A repost. If you have a lot following, a repost